Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what we're talking about right now?
Sacrilegious Book Club.
The Sacrilegious Book Club. I told you.
You're just not going to let that go,
Nope,
huh?
nope.
Okay.
We're always going to do the theme song now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our book is Asimov's Guide to the Bible.
Okay.
This is part 4.
Okay.
And we are still in the book of fucking Genesis.
Well, you know.
I know. And we're covering pages 65 through 83 of Asimov's Guide.
Got it. Okay.
65
through 83.
That's what we're doing today.
All right. Any teasers? Nothing? Just going to let people right on under this?
I mean, it's this more
stuff
it's
and
more
things
of his things, and
Genesis.
I jotted down some of the interesting points.
Okay,
of what I
interesting
read.
points. Everybody, get ready for some interesting points.
I mean, okay.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay. Here's a teaser.
Okay.
Scholars can sometimes be stupid.
Yeah. No shit.
How about that?
Okay. Great.
I got a couple of those.
Let's get into this then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we are starting on page 65.
65. Got it.
Asimov's Guide to the Bible.
Okay.
And he starts out talking about the Jordan River.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the Jordan River?
Well, I mean, that's the one they cross all the fucking time. They took the ark back and forth across it and built stones in it and all kinds of shit.
And sometimes they stand on one side and yell at guys on the other side.
And they made the water stop that one time, too.
Oh, yeah. That was Moses, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Canaan is mostly a semi-arid country.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? It's how I imagine that area.
Right.
Except for in the valley of the Jordan River.
I mean, there's a river, so.
Which, listen to this.
Okay.
If straightened out from all its various twists and turns,
yeah,
would measure 255 miles.
Wow.
I'm sorry, 250 miles. I don't know why I said 255.
Got
it's
it.
250. 250 miles!
Well, I suppose it still measures that way if you twist and turn it.
Right, but it's unnavigable.
Got it.
So you can't just ride along in it. It's not a straight shot.
Got it.
It's all twisty and turny and hooks and...
Yeah.
It's not good.
Snaking all over the damn place.
Yeah. But if you straightened it, it'd be 250 miles in length.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's unique.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Nice.
Sorry. I had to do it.
You had to do it.
I had to do it.
I mean, people our age, you know?
I mean, it's, yeah.
We were brought up a certain way. So anyway, it's unique in that it's the only river in the world which maintains a large portion of its course below sea level.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, like, sea level is, like, the average of what the land is, where the land sits, kind of. And then below sea level means that it's, like, way under that.
Below the sea level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way down there.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? And the river, like I said, is unnavigable, and temperatures of the river can reach 110 degrees in the fucking shade.
What?
Yeah. Because it's so goddamn hot over there.
That's crazy.
Okay, now think about this. That book came out in what year?
Well, this book came out in the 60s.
That's what I'm saying. This book came out in the 60s.
Right.
So how hot do you think that river is nowadays?
It's fucking sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an oven.
Right?
I mean, if it was hitting 110 degrees in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
Like, this is 2022. It's probably fucking boiling. So that's all that was interesting about the Jordan River.
Okay.
So we're going to move on to page 67 of the Asimov's guide.
Okay.
And mention a few points about Hebron.
Got it.
Hebron.
I do recall that being mentioned quite a bit.
Right? So do you remember Abram and Lot? Abram was, he became Abraham.
Yeah.
But at this point, he's still Abram.
Lot had the daughters
Lot's his nephew.
Lot's his nephew, okay.
Okay. And, don't talk about that other stuff yet. We're not
I'm not talking about that yet.
Yeah. So, remember they departed, wherever they departed from, and... that was way back then. I don't remember all that. And, they had... Oh, I know. They left Egypt, and they had too many fucking... Or did they... No, it was the other way. They were headed toward...
I don't fucking know.
Look, I don't remember, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I can't be held
They
responsible.
left somewhere, and they went somewhere.
They were traveling a lot.
They went along...
Oh, they were leaving Egypt, because remember I told you that while Abram was there, he got rich. He did good there. Yeah? Okay. So he's leaving there with his nephew and all their people, and they had so many fucking animals that Abram was like, this is too many. We cannot sustain this. We got to split up.
Right.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah. They just chose one way, the other one chose the other way.
He let Lot choose whichever he thought he wanted because
that
he's
would be his
magnanimous.
lot in life.
Yeah. So, of course, Lot chose the more fertile Jordan Valley.
Right.
Because,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah. And Abram settled in the Oaks of Mamre just north of Hebron. Okay?
Yep.
Now, Hebron still exists today. Okay? And people keep trying to pass off various ancient trees as the 44,000-year Oaks of Mamre, to which I added a simple note here that says, because people stupid.
Right, yeah.
This tree, it's totally been here. It's that tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. He lived here in these trees.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you guys.
Yeah.
Come on. I know you're young earthers, but come on.
Right.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Okay? So then we're going to move on to page 68 of Asimov's guide and talk about Amraphel.
Amraphel.
Yeah, which I like that name. I think that's cool. So Lot's land was subjected to invasions by armies from the east, which included Amraphel, king of Shinar.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, scholars sometimes think that Amraphel was Hammurabi, which we just talked about that name.
Yeah.
But that's, like, really stupid and dumb. Seriously. Because we're talking about 1900 BCE.
Yeah.
And Hammurabi didn't rule until about 1700 BCE.
Okay. So a couple hundred years difference.
Yeah. Like, don't be stupid.
Right.
Just use a little bit of measury things.
Yeah.
Called calendars, atlases.
But come on, they like to make things fit the way they want them to.
Right.
So,
I know.
That's how that works.
So those scholars failed. Remember I started out saying sometimes
Yeah.
scholars are dumb?
Right.
They were dumb just then.
Got it. Okay.
So they were dumb. Okay?
Yeah.
That's 2 times now that I've been like, you guys are so stupid. So, I mean, that's what I'm bringing to the table, because I got another one of those later on.
All right.
Okay? That's what I'm bringing to the table today, is laughing at everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to move on to page 69.
Ooh, 69.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
69. The Vale of Siddim.
Okay.
Or Siddim.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. Sorry.
Sure. I don't either.
I don't know words.
I mean, you do. Just not Bible words.
I don't know Bible words.
Bible words are,
Yeah.
Bible words.
They are. They're hard. The Vale of Siddim refers to the Salt Sea, a.k.a. what we know today as the Dead Sea.
Got it. Yeah.
And that's based on how many chemicals accumulate there from the Jordan. So the Jordan empties out into this thing, right?
Yeah.
And there's no place for it to go because it doesn't empty out anywhere else.
Got it.
So
there's no outlet to the
Right.
sea.
There's no outlet. And then evaporation, because it's so fucking hot, takes up all the water, so that all that's left is all of the silt and the salt and shit that comes
Sediment.
down. Chemicals, too.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's why it's referred to as the Dead Sea, because nothing can grow there.
Got it.
I mean, it's just salt water.
Right.
And it's grody.
Yeah.
But I have read also that it's a really cool place to swim because you couldn't sink if you tried.
Right.
Like, it won't let you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. And there's probably no, animals alive in it.
Yeah.
Or at least not many.
No, nothing can survive there.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
Because evaporation from 140 degree days.
Yeah.
Yeah. 140 degree days.
Right.
Leaves behind lots of salt with nowhere else to go. That's what I just said.
Right.
Yeah. And the Dead Sea has a salt concentration 7 times that of the ocean.
Wow.
Yeah. So think of, if you've ever been to the beach and you went swimming and you got salt up your nose.
Right.
Yeah, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not salt.
We have a similar of the Great Salt Lake in Utah. So.
Yeah, I'm about to talk about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but even so, the Dead Sea is one of the deepest lakes in the fucking world.
It's a lake. Mm-hmm. Not a sea?
It's a lake sea.
Got it. Okay.
It's a C-shaped lake because it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
But it just accumulates all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the deepest in the world.
Huh.
It's below sea level, and
there's a lot of things out there that are below sea level. Huh? That's interesting.
And it's so far down. It goes down and down and down.
Got it.
It's down.
Right.
Okay. The Dead Sea contains about 12 times as much water as the Great Sea Lake in Utah.
Ah. Okay.
Even though the Great Sea Lake is 4 times as large in terms of area.
Got it.
So, isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
See?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I told you we were going to talk about that guy a little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're moving on.
Okay.
Page 71 of Asimov's Guide to the Bible.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about Raphaim.
Okay.
Do you remember what the Raphaim are?
I do not.
Do you remember what the Amalekites are?
I do not.
Oh my god! They're the giants.
Okay. Yeah.
We're talking about the fucking giants.
Well, if you had a gun to my head and I had to guess, I would say yeah.
No, you still would not have.
Well, that's what I would. Okay.
No,
All right.
you wouldn't have got it. You would have got it wrong. These guys were giants. That's what I wrote.
Giants. They were giants.
Or else, at the very least, they were a race of super mighty warriors.
Right.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Some translations leave the undefined term, the Hebrew term Nephilim.
Yeah.
Nephilim.
Which was
Because who even knows is what I wrote. So they were either giants, mighty warriors, or
angels.
Angels.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think they were?
I think they were
mighty
mighty warriors, if anything. Yeah.
Because let's not be stupid here.
Right.
Yeah. So invaders were often struck by the great works of the civilizations they replaced.
Yeah.
Which gave rise to silly rumors that became myths and legends.
Well, of course.
So these guys are walking around and they're like, these tremendous stone blocks could only have been built by giants.
Right.
Like the Greek Cyclops. See, I wrote that too. I actually wrote laugh.
Right.
Or like what we might say today.
Yeah.
Wow, these super awesome pyramids could only have been built by aliens, LMAO.
I mean, that's what the History Channel says sometimes.
Aliens! My guys, aliens.
You know, I have to say, I'm really disappointed in the History Channel. They don't do history so much anymore.
They do sensationalism.
They really
because that's what sells.
It's very disappointing to me.
I want the History Channel to be true history, not pretend made up. Let's talk about giants and angels history.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. So, there was that. Okay, so we've either got angels or giants or aliens, or mighty warriors, or else the phrases that they used were merely dramatic reflections of the technological advancements of the enemy, spoken in metaphors that were then read as literal. Kind of like if you say, "Whoa, that thing is," and then think of something giant. That thing's a dinosaur. It's obviously not literally a fucking dinosaur.
Right.
But, you know, if somebody reads what you wrote 100 years from now, they'd be like, dinosaurs?
Right.
There were dinosaurs in 2022?
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought they were all wiped out back in, 1980. No, you guys. You're still wrong. You still got it wrong. So the so-called giants were easily defeated by Chedorlaomer.
Okay.
I don't think I got that right.
Probably
but
not.
That's okay.
Yeah.
As well as by the later Israelite invasion. So,
So they weren't really giants.
They weren't giants.
Because if they're giants, they're gonna fucking step on you.
Yeah, they weren't gonna be easily defeated.
Right.
So that's why I wrote ... So yeah, no.
Yes. So yeah, no.
Also, just to put this out there, there's zero trace of any giant races in the fossil record. Just in case you weren't already convinced.
Right.
LOL.
Well, did you even in the Bible that we're reading now, like there's references to tribes that were considered giants just a few, like a book or two before, and now they're just merely a race of people. Like it transitioned.
Oh yes,
away
it did.
from that.
Yeah.
So
because stupid.
Right.
Because they were like, no, they obviously weren't giants. People obviously didn't live to be 1,000 years old.
Right.
People obviously weren't like 1 billion miles tall.
But it is really interesting how things transition. Like we're in a transitionary period in the Bible as to how they reference things and relate to things because they're stopping some of the nonsense and becoming more realistic. Ish. I mean, God certainly isn't around as much. Right, yeah, no. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more of like a storybook at this point where we're at.
Yeah.
Versus it was just ridiculous bullshit legends. Stories prior to this. So, yeah. So,
that is it for the Raphaim, which I just thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Giants. Get the fuck out of here. Moving on to page 73 of Asimov's guide, we're going to talk about Salem.
Okay.
Not Salem's Lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Stephen King.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember that guy I just talked about whose name I probably couldn't say right, which is Chedorlaomer?
Yeah.
He sacked the city of Sodom and carried off Lot into enslavement.
Oh.
Do you remember all this?
I don't.
And then
yeah, I do.
And then Uncle Abram gathered his men and came to Lot's rescue.
Right.
Got a lot of the looted shit back.
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
Now, on his way back, this is really interesting.
Okay.
Abram was blessed, and I'm referring to him as Abram because where we're reading here, he has not yet taken that vow that made him become Abraham.
Right.
Okay, so he's still Abram. Isaac Asimov, in his guide, goes back and forth. I think he forgets as he's writing.
Well, it's rough.
Yeah. So I just wanted to point that out that there are a few places that he has referred to him as Abraham, even though he's still Abram.
Right. Okay.
And I know this because we're coming up to the part
where
Abram becomes Abraham.
Right.
Okay. I just thought it was interesting that I love Asimov. He's brilliant, but he did muck that a little bit.
But you never know. It could have been an editor that mucked that up too.
It could have been.
So
true. So, on his way back, after he saved Lot and got his shit back, Abram was blessed by Melchizedek, king of Salem. Okay?
Yep.
Now, Melchizedek is Hebrew for righteous king, which equals Sargon. Do you remember talking about him a little bit ago?
I do.
Yeah. So, there's that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, Zion is mentioned, and Zion is very clearly Jerusalem.
Yeah.
But also there's another place that makes it very clear that it's Salem, which is shorthand for Jerusalem. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And so those are all the same term.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I mean, even Stephen King got this right because Salem's Lot, there's an apostrophe before Salem because it's short for Jerusalem's Lot.
Interesting.
And isn't it also interesting that it's Salem's Lot, Jerusalem's Lot, and Lot is the guy that was saved, right?
Obviously he knew
Very
that.
awesome play on words
I didn't
there.
know that was, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Stephen King's cool. But anyways.
Yeah.
So this legend is likely recorded by the people that were gathering all this together.
Yeah.
As a way of showing that even back then, at that moment, Abram was blessed in Jerusalem by Melchizedek at the future site of
Jerusalem,
the seat of the temple.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
So it may or may not have happened.
Right, that could have been one of those re-edits.
It's a very small little thing you could easily blink and we didn't pay any fucking attention to it because it's one little sentence.
Sure.
But it was likely included, whether it happened or not, just to show that Abram was blessed there.
Right.
Abram paid tithes there. Abram was given glory there.
Or we're talking about also this is older portions of the Bible, so these could have been stories that were handed down for years, and therefore that's why Salem/Jerusalem became such a coveted place.
It might have been retrofitted, or it might have been the reason that it became awesome afterward.
Right.
One never knows, and does it really matter at this point?
Yeah, it all ends up the same, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I tend to think that because such short shrift was given to it in this particular statement, that it was retrofitted.
Got it.
That it was added retroactively just to show, hey guys, Abraham, who, is father of the Israelites, he passed through here, FYI.
Right.
Like, that's my belief.
Got it.
Based on absolutely nothing.
Based on what we know of them rewriting shit, that makes total sense.
Right. I thought that was pretty interesting, though.
Right.
So, all right. So we're done with that section. Moving on to page 74 of Asimov's guide.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Damascus.
Okay.
Okay. It is believed to be the oldest continuously occupied city in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I had no idea.
That's really cool.
It makes me kind of want to go there just to see, the oldest occupied city in the world.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And how? And why? And in what way?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
And
that's in Syria, right? I think Damascus is Syria, I believe.
I honestly don't know.
Right.
That sounds right, but I mean, you could have said any other country and I would have known that as well.
Right.
So, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Now, unless Abram had a son and heir, some mere servant, this Eleazar of Damascus, would inherit Abram's accumulated property.
Got
right?
it.
Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
Okay, so just hold that little thought in your noggin.
Just a quick interjection here, though.
Yeah?
I did a real quick Google search. Damascus is the capital of Syria.
Oh, damn.
Like, currently.
You're smart.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Just throwing that out there.
Things.
Just to, because I was curious, because I thought it was in Syria, but I just wasn't.
You knew that, though.
100%.
Wow. That's really awesome. I forgive you 2 things that you got wrong.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So anyway, but remember Abram, and he and his wife Sarai were barren and old and couldn't have no babies.
Right.
And so, he's like, womp womp. Only this guy that's a servant to me over in Damascus is going to get all my shit when I die.
Right.
And he's not even going to continue my bloodline. And that was very important for these people.
Right.
Being very, not just family and bloodline centric, but very male centric.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Throughout,
huge.
The whole Bible.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
From what I understand.
Yeah. So just hold that thought in your noggin, okay?
Yeah.
So now we're moving on to the next section, page 75, the Hittites.
Okay,
I can never hear the Hittites without thinking of Ghostbusters, because Bill Murray leans over to Sigourney Weaver and says, how do you say this? And she goes, Hittites. And I always thought at the time, that's not a hard word, Bill Murray. But, that's the script in Ghostbusters. It was as they were in the Central Plaza. She had just come out of her bassoon practice or what the fuck ever with the guy with the stuffy nose. And he's like, who's the stiff? Yeah. You remember that bit?
Kind of, maybe. No.
It's the best. That movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're definitely all about the Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah. I definitely am.
I only sort of...
And then he's, like, telling her about the Hittites in the building, and she says, well, what's he doing living in my icebox? It's great. Come on.
Right.
Come on, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a powerful empire in 1750 BCE was the Hittites. And they introduced the use of iron and of horse-drawn chariots. Okay. So the Hittites were like
they're pretty
BFD.
Advanced. Right.
Yeah. Big fucking deal.
Right.
Now that was well after the time of Abram, so that they were great when that happened, okay? I'm getting to something that's really fucking interesting here about the Hittites. Okay?
Yeah.
So in the Bible, the Hittites, it's a mere mention, while history shows that they were actually a very powerful realm.
Got it.
Okay? They were eventually worn out into decline by the Egyptian Empire.
Okay.
Yeah. By the time the Israelites came back to Canaan, the Hittite Empire was viewed by them as totally an unimportant tribe.
Gotcha.
Okay? So the Bible refers to the Hittites before they rose to power in the time of Abram.
Yeah.
And then after they fell from power during the time of the Israelites.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
So they totally missed this whole time period, where
they were
the
probably
Hittites were
slaves under the Egyptians during that time.
Well, the Hittites were in their full glory during that time.
Right.
So no, the Hittites were not even mentioned because we don't care about other things that are happening in the world while we're dealing with our guys in Egypt.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They were in Egypt as slaves at that point.
They being
the Israelites.
The Israelites. Yeah. That's exactly where they were.
Become the Israelites.
Yeah. They were over there in Egypt, so we don't care about the Hittites, who literally rose to, like, one of the most powerful empires and fell.
Right.
And so the only times that we hear mention of them are, those little guys over there on our way through, and then, those piece of shits over there on our way back, right?
Right.
So, the Bible, as the chief source of historical knowledge until the 19th century, the 1800s, almost wiped out all awareness of the Hittite Empire. We would have known nothing about their awesomeness.
Yeah.
Had it not been for, like, this one guy, and I should have written down his name, but I didn't because I didn't care that much. But anyway, this one researcher was, like, just doing some studies and was like, these Hittites seem interesting.
Yeah.
They might appear in a movie called Ghostbusters someday. So let me, that's what he thought. Let me just do a little bit of study on them. And then he uncovered...
That's where most of the most interesting shit comes from, these little side
rabbit
ventures.
Holes.
Right.
Yeah. So, we would never have known about the Hittite Empire, and Ghostbusters would have been an entirely different movie.
Right, yeah.
Okay? And only research and archaeological finds have restored the Hittite Empire to our knowledge.
Okay.
Tell me that's not badass.
So science restored them.
Thank you, science.
Yeah, thank you, science.
Okay, so moving on to the next section of Asimov's Guide. We're on page 79 with Ishmael.
Okay.
Call me Ishmael. Just kidding. That's the first line of, what is it? Do you know it?
Moby Dick?
To kill a Moby Dick.
What the fuck?
To kill a whale. To kill a mockingbird. Moby Dick. Yes, Moby Dick. No, Ishmael. Okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So Abram took his wife Sarai's servant, Hagar, as his concubine.
I remember that.
Yep. And she bore his son Ishmael.
Yep.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And then he was like, yay, I have a son. That's awesome. And it was Sarai that was like, I really need you to have a son, so it's so important to me that you need to fuck my servant.
Right.
And have a son.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter where the son comes from as long as you have one by some vagina hole.
Right.
It doesn't have to be mine. And since it was
her concubine, technically...
It was her child.
It's still her child.
Yeah.
At least that's the way they pitched it.
That's the way it would have been.
Until later.
Yeah, well, when she had her own, then it was like, get the fuck out of here with that piece of shit.
Right.
Not from my vagina hole, baby.
Right. It's funny how those rules were rules until they weren't rules anymore.
I mean, that's the way religion always is.
Right.
It's what's most convenient in any given minute.
Right.
So
but we're talking about the birth of a fucking religion here. Mm-hmm. Like the birth... Abram is the birth of Abrahamic religion.
Yeah.
And they can't even get fucking rules right.
No.
So,
no.
whatever.
But yeah, let's talk about how awesome the Bible is.
Right.
Please tell me more.
Yep.
So Ishmael, as you probably are aware, is the eponym. I think that's the right word. Remember how we were talking about Noah and how all of the people that came from him are actually nations, not individual persons?
Right, yeah.
So Ishmael was the father of the Ishmaelites.
Okay.
Yep. And they dwelt on the border of the Arabian desert.
So when we're talking about Abram and Abraham at this point, we're still talking in terms of tribes and peoples?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I forget that. And so sometimes I have to remind myself that. So when we're talking about Ishmael here, we're talking about the Ishmaelites.
Got it.
Okay.
And it's easier. I mean, I'm assuming for, that time when they're passing these stories on verbally, that it's just easier to reconcile people versus groups of people and just make it a story instead of, it's just easier to say.
It's easier to talk about one person than it is to discuss an entire people group.
Right.
So the Ishmaelites were viewed as of subordinate importance since their descent was merely through a concubine.
Got it. Yeah.
But remember I said that they lived along the border of the Arabian desert?
Yes.
So the Arabians, they accepted many parts of the Bible and considered themselves to be descended from Abram and Ishmael, which, they are so awesome.
Right.
They're like, that's awesome. We're awesome. And so those names, Abram and Ishmael, or any derivative thereof, those are still very popular names among Muslims.
Ah, okay.
Because, that's where their religion derives from.
Right. They're both Abrahamic religions. Well, all three.
Yeah.
Judaism, Christianity, and
Islam?
Islam.
Yeah. So, according to Muslim legend, both Hagar and Ishmael are buried in Mecca.
Oh, okay.
So, that's interesting.
And that's why they have the trip to Mecca every year that they're supposed to go. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm assuming that's part of it at least.
I would assume so.
I don't know everything about it, so I'm
I don't
speaking out of
either.
ignorance there a little bit. But
very much.
Hoping
to learn more as we go.
Right, yeah, definitely. That is.
But I'm just not there yet.
Right.
So, a little aside here. Another little oopsie doodle that Asimov made, which it wasn't really his fault because it was the Times, quote unquote, TM. But up until about 1950 and 60, the term Muslim was spelled M-O-S-L-E-M.
Oh, wow.
Muslim.
Okay.
And both are synonymous, but the more accurately used term today is, as we know, Muslim. M-U-S-L-I-M.
Got it.
Okay? And one of the reasons that we made that the collective made that switch is because the term Muslim is also, whereas Muslim means a follower of this religion, Islam.
Yeah.
Muslim is also, with the Z pronunciation, it also has some kind of meaning that is evil.
Okay.
Like a doer of evil things or something.
Okay.
And it was very hard to differentiate what the fuck was happening.
Sure.
And clearly, Muslim people are not evil. Like, there are evil people in every single fucking religion.
Right.
And I would say that the majority of them are probably Christian if I had to make any kind of guess because I'm an asshole like that. But be that as it may, clearly that's not cool.
Right.
And so throughout the book, anytime Asimov refers to Muslims, he has that older fashioned spelling.
Got it.
Which would have been more prominent at the time that he wrote this book.
Right.
So I just thought that was a little interesting about the book itself.
Yeah.
That he put in there. Ooh, the next section is very exciting.
Okay,
so we're moving on to page 79. Circumcision.
Oh, man.
Wow! Let's talk about penis. So, the thing about circumcision is, what?
Did you ever think you would say the thing about circumcision
No.
in your life?
Never.
Ever?
Not once.
I just wondered.
Not once.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But anyway. There it is.
Right?
Yep.
So, God enters into a covenant with Abram.
Yeah.
Okay, and the covenant is a legal binding agreement. Okay, so
legal, like they're gonna pull up the God lawyers, or
yeah. Totally. Like, they are basically shaking hands and signing documents on this. Okay.
All right.
Like, these are actual promises and vows that are being made that are not just like supposed to be based on faith and magic.
Right.
They're like the persons who believe that this happened actually believe that this is a legal thing.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, you have to do this. It is the fucking law.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, think of law like we think of Torah. It is law.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
So that makes it a little bit, I don't want to say easier to respect, but maybe grants some understanding to their belief system.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So what God promises is the divine right to Canaan. He's like, these lands will be yours. Maybe not yours personally.
This is where my problem comes in with these covenants.
Yeah.
Because God does all these covenants, and he just says, I'm going to do this thing, right? Mm-hmm. No, there's no stipulations. There's no nothing at the time.
Right.
He's going to do this thing, right?
Someday.
And then he's like, well, I was going to do that thing, but
you pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, you pissed me off, so fuck off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait,
that's not how contracts work.
You said you were going to do it. That's
it wasn't supposed to be dependent on your mood.
Right, because my understanding when they said it at first was like, a covenant's a covenant, right? You can't break this shit.
Yeah.
But then God's like, you
but
didn't
I want
read the fine print that I didn't even lay out, but there it is.
Yeah.
You don't get it yet, so.
No, I totally agree with you.
Okay.
Totally agree with you. I'm not talking about this from God's legal perspective.
Right. No,
I'm talking about this from the people's perspective.
I feel like we have grounds to sue God.
I think that was attempted at one point. I know it was attempted in an episode of Ally McBeal.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it didn't go over well.
I'm just saying.
But it was a very interesting episode.
I feel like he has broken his covenant, and we should sue.
Well, you'd have to believe he's real in order to do that.
That is true.
Let's not.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So, God promises divine right to Canaan. Okay?
Yeah.
Abram, in turn, promises that he and his descendants will accept God as the national deity. Okay? So, that's the point at which Abram is now renamed Abraham.
Okay.
And that is to signify the new situation, and as signature, quote unquote, to the agreement, he accepts the rite of circumcision. Got it. And then I added my own little note, new name, new peen, who dis? Sometimes I crack myself up when I'm, feeling... I was getting a little uppity because I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so fucking stupid. Sometimes no matter how much you're interested in a topic and no matter how hard you want to give it, like the grave service of studying and scholarship. Right. Come on. Y'all are chopping off the end of your penis. Right. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. And you're trying to tell me that it's awesome and cool.
Have you ever seen some of the tools they used back then?
Let's just not.
It's fucking horrible.
No, because when we start talking...
It's like a horror movie.
When we start talking about that, then we get into the tools that they used on women. Right. And all of that just defies my imagination and hurts my stomach, so I just can't.
So bad.
Can't.
So bad.
Now, the custom of circumcision was not new to Abraham. Okay. It had been around. It had been practiced by the Egyptians and the Canaanites for fucking eons, okay?
Got it.
Ages this shit had been around.
Okay,
this was not new.
Well, and I'm assuming... So, and again, I could be wrong here, but I think circumcision was a way to counteract... it was a cleanliness
I'm
thing.
actually about to hit that.
Oh. Okay. Well, but my point with that is that the Egyptians were more of a civilized society, I'm assuming, at this point in time, than the Israelites. So they're still kind of behind the times.
Could be. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Let's move along.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to hit that.
We're moving along.
It did not become overwhelmingly significant as a religious rite until the exile. So even though they promised it, it wasn't like that big a deal. Okay. They were like, whatever. Yeah. Cut it, don't cut it. It's out. It's all good. Okay.
So wait. The covenant was made way before the exile.
Like hundreds of years.
Right. And so it was not a thing that they held people to until...
No.
That's interesting.
Right? It just wasn't that big a fucking deal. It was one of those rules that's a rule, but that's not...
Is this a rule that they rewrote back into it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that seems odd.
Yes. It became a bigger deal more to the people who were putting the Bible together.
Got it.
They wanted it to be a bigger deal than it actually was.
It's interesting that they were so preoccupied with penises.
Men across the ages have always been more enthralled with their own dicks than with anything else.
I mean, we could go into Bezos' rocket, but,
Thank you. Or the balls that hang on the back of trucks.
Right, yes.
Men love their fucking nuts and penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dick and balls. They're all gonna laugh at ya. You're dick and balls. You know where that's from, right?
Seems like it's gotta be Adam Sandler.
It is an Adam Sandler bit.
But beyond that, I don't have which one.
It's just one of his specials.
Okay.
They're all gonna laugh at ya.
Oh, from like his CDs and stuff.
Yeah.
God, I said CDs. I just dated myself.
I know. It's one of his comedy albums. It's the same one that had the song about, now take a bottle of shampoo and shove it up your ass.
Right. Yeah. Quality recordings.
Okay, I'm telling you. I listened to that thing so many fucking times. It's funny. Yeah,
no, no doubt. I had that CD too.
And it was also...
Lunch Ladyland was in that one, right?
Lunch Ladyland was on that, but also... there was another one about, ayúdame, ¿dónde está biblioteca? Where's the library?
Right, yeah, I got it.
Help me, and yeah.
I don't recall that.
Plutonium. But... They talked about plutonium. I know way too much about that fucking thing.
You really do, because I don't remember hardly anything.
It was good. We should listen to that soon.
Oh,
it was funny.
Okay.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was so raunchy.
Right.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways... circumcision, not a big deal.
Not until later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the point that it did become somewhat of a big deal, it was probably a comforting thing to be able to look at their dicks and to have that chopped off foreskin remind them that they were separate from the Babylonians. So they could look at their dick and be like, I'm separate because my dick is pretty.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And that they were in a legal binding agreement with God, who was leading them to their promised land.
Right.
So whenever they were in doubt, they could just look at their dicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
God and their dick made them feel good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like physical proof that the promised land would be theirs again someday.
Yeah.
All you had to do was look at your penis, and you would be like, yeah, that's the stuff right there. Okay. The book of Genesis was being put into its final form at this point. So the editing of it would have stressed that.
Got it.
Okay? So
it was being put into its final form when? Like at the beginning of the exile?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
Okay.
That's when they were beginning to put together
like that's
the
when it
writing
started to
of
solidify what the story was and stuff. Okay.
So they would have really hardcore stressed the whole... It's very, very important to chop off your foreskin.
Right.
Okay? And it was less about hygiene and cleanliness and more about the magical power of increased fertility.
Got it.
Because we all want to be fertile and have all the sperms go from our clean, skinless dick into the vagina
so
and
we
make
can
babies.
have kids like the grains of the sand and
you have to have so many
the stars
babies.
in the sky and
you're a
and
piece
all
of
that.
shit if you don't have so many babies.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on to page 81 of Asimov's guide, Soddom and Gomorrah.
Oh boy.
I know. Oh boy. And that's going to be it for this, okay?
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Abraham learned that Soddom and Gomorrah were about to be destroyed in a great catastrophe. Holy shit!
Yeah.
And, his nephew Lot was living in Sodom.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh God! What am I going to do?
Right.
So he interceded.
I remember this.
On behalf of the inhabitants who might be righteous. He's like, but there's some good people that live there.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
He was arguing with God. Mm-hmm. I remember
Yeah,
this,
he was. And so Lot was allowed to escape, although his wife, was...
Yeah, she wasn't so lucky.
She got turned into a pillar of salt.
Yeah,
because
she fucking looked back.
Yeah. She couldn't resist looking back.
Good times,
And
right?
it's supposed to be a metaphor for don't look at the things that you've lost. Look only forward to the things you will gain. And I'm like, that's not good psychology. But you die
for that? You die for that.
Right?
Come on now.
Yeah, no.
It's bullshit.
Also, psychology, says that, no, you actually should examine your past a little bit and work through it so that you don't be a fucking idiot and keep making the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing in America right now with all of our fucking losing of rights. We're not looking at the past and we're making the same mistakes. But, whatever.
Right.
So the quote, brimstone and fire that was rained upon those cities.
Yeah.
Probably was like a volcanic eruption and an earthquake. Or it could have been like a large meteor strike.
Sure.
And, those things happen. So it could have been any combination or all three at the same fucking time. And those people would have peed their pants and thought,
right.
It is the end of the world.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of things that they've taken from the Bible that were probably more localized things.
Localized events.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the flood.
Like the flood. Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. So, just to be honest and fair, TM, there is no evidence of such a catastrophe from that time in the record. Yeah. And there are no reports of any remains of civilizations buried under the waters of the Dead Sea, which is, they thought that maybe that, like scholars have suggested, maybe that is one of the things that happened, like that they had built their cities on the shaky grounds of part of the Dead Sea that was dried up.
I'd be interested in a follow-up this because, and only because this book that Asimov wrote was back in the 60s, and I could have sworn...
it was 68.
Or 68, whatever.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn in my lifetime that I had heard something about archaeological Soddom and Gomorrah type things.
Well, I mean, I know that the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in the Dead Sea.
Right,
so.
Right. No, but I mean, maybe like in our next book...
what else was found down there is what I'm asking.
Hell if I know.
So, yeah, that would be something that I would like to follow up after Asimov's time.
Yeah, so like maybe the next time we do the book club next week, maybe we follow up with that one.
Just you want to do a Q&A?
Well, no, not necessarily a Q&A, but just like a follow-up, like,
So on top of reading the next section, you want me to do a little research on my research?
Well, yeah.
I just want to make sure I understand this correctly.
Only because I'm questioning that a little bit.
How about you have some homework and you fucking research it?
We'll see.
I only say that because, like, God, I'm doing all the fucking research here. Just saying.
I'll switch you jobs. How's that?
You do the tech, I do the research. I'm just telling you that that's a lot on my plate, okay?
I get it.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, and one of us will get back to you guys on where the fuck Sodom and Gomorrah may have been located or not, and what may have caused those kinds of catastrophes or not, and what may or may not have existed beneath the Dead Sea.
Right.
Along with the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Sure.
So that takes up that portion of... That was poorly said. Let me try that again. That will be it for that section of Asimov's Guide to the Bible. And next time we will be covering pages 83 through 100.
Okay.
We're still in the book of Genesis. My God.
All right.
It goes on forever.
Right.
Here are the topics we will be covering. Ready? Hold on to your butts.
I'm ready.
It's a lot. Moab and Ammon. Gerar. Beersheba. Paran. Moriah. Aram and Chesed. Machpelah. Mesopotamia. Syria. Midian. Edom. Bethel. Reuben and his brothers. Seir. Israel. And Shechem.
Jesus.
I know, right?
That's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit. But I've tried to keep all of these sections. They're between 15 to 18 pages long.
Got it.
So nothing. It's more sections crammed into about the same amount of pages.
Right. So. Okay. Well, sounds good. I mean, we got some good information today.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying this. Like it's
interesting.
Informing. It has me question some things that we read and makes me think about it a little bit more.
Well, that and it's also a good refresher because I clearly don't remember a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, you and I had talked about this. Like we've had some interactions with things where we do recall a lot more than we thought we did. So like it's obvious that we're gaining knowledge from this, but there's still so many fucking stories and so many side stories that I couldn't for the life of me hold this all in my head.
No, and I have a hard time with the geography of it. Wait, who was going where at what time?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, which this is actually helpful with, because he's pointing out a lot more of that kind of stuff than I was able to pick up on when we were in the books. So it is definitely helpful with regard to that.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'll especially, I think, enjoy it when we get to like Exodus and like making the trip through
the trek.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Yep.
That was a lot of fucking meandering.
That was.
I'm like, where the fuck were they going?
So much meandering.
But
those 40 years in the desert.
Yeah,
fuck
right?
you.
All right. Well, that was our book club for today.
Sacrilegious Book Club.
And we will see you guys again next Sunday.
Yep.
All right. Bye. Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.